Hi, this is Bilal from Speckle. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to a new helper function we added to our Power BI connector. If you don't know, Power BI connector already supported loading federated models, but you have to federate them inside the web app. Here's how we can do that. So you open your model inside Speckle. From the models dialog, you select Add, and from the open dialog, you can select the model you want to overlay. In this case, I'm just going to select the structural model. And here is the federated result. If you copy this model URL and load this inside Power BI using our Power BI connector, you will have your federated model loaded. But this was limiting. Now we have a new helper function that lets you federate models at any point in your data queries. Even better, it also supports federating models from different projects. What do I mean? So inside Speckle, if you try to federate models, you are limited by the project environment. You can only overlay models within the same project, right? But now with this helper function, you can federate models from different projects. For this demo, I will use these two projects, architectural and site models from the Snowden sample project from Revit. But they live in different projects inside Speckle. One is inside Power BI tutorials, and the other one is another project. I've already loaded them inside Power BI. So this one is my architectural model, and then this is the site model. So let's see the new helper function in action now. We will start by creating a new blank query, and then let's call the helper function. It is under Speckle namespace models.federate. And it's asking for a list of tables, so you can federate as many tables as you want. In this case, we are only going to federate two, architectural model and site model. And it also has an optional input for excluding data. So this input determines if you want to limit the federation to only what 3D visual needs. So the result table will only contain the columns 3D visual needs. So I'm going to set this input to true, and let's run the function. And ta-da! Now we have a new table that contains version object ID and object ID columns, which are what 3D visual needs to visualize a model. So let's now close and apply Power Query Editor. Now we are inside Power BI and we have three queries now: architectural model, site model, and query 1. Let's actually rename query 1 to federated model. Now I will select the 3D visual and drag and drop the version object ID and object ID columns from the federated model query. And ta-da! Here it is. As you can see, two models from different projects are now overlaid and federated inside a single 3D visual. So with this helper function, we think we are giving you the flexibility you need for model federations. And that's it. I hope this helper function is useful for you. If you have any questions or suggestions about Power BI Connector, let us know at speckle.community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.